welcome back to my channel. My name is Zaina, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be doing kind of like a little bit of a reset slash like meal prep with me. This last month and a half, I've taken time out of the gym. I have probably only been in the gym or worked out probably five to six times in the last month and a half. But with all good reason. I was traveling. I've been to Mexico, California, Texas, all up and down the East Coast. So there really was like no time for me to get in the gym. And then if like I'm sitting all day traveling, I wasn't going to the gym. And so it was just like, all over the place. And then I just kind of really just wanted a reset, like just a set off from the last month or just time out of the gym essentially. My body just needed rest. I have had a lot of progress in the last 5 months or the first 5 months of the year, and I just kind of was like, give yourself some time to rest. I for 1 month or a month and a half of the first 5 months of the 2025, I was working out twice a day. So I was weight training, and then I coach at Orange Theory, so I would go and take class at Orange Theory, which is kind of a combination of cardio and weight training. So I was kind of like doubling up on my weight training. And I can't be mad at it. The gains have been gaining. So like taking a month off, I didn't really lose any gains like you think you would. Um, so yeah, so now it's just time to get back to it. So today we're gonna be doing my meal prep for the week here. I am not sponsored, but I'm drinking one of these Alani News, and just the minis have been keeping me, one, Orange Kiss, this flavor is amazing, and two, just the minis are just so cute, and I feel like they have the same amount of caffeine as the big ones do. I don't know, I can't tell, but they're good, and I'm almost done with this one, so I'm gonna finish it off, and we're gonna get to it. So I took about a month and a half off from the gym. I took that time off primarily because life was just life. I was off from my job, and I was traveling. I didn't want to travel. I didn't want to travel, but I was traveling. Like I went to Mexico, California, Texas, all up and down the East Coast, which I live on. I also just overall needed rest. I've been going really hard in the gym for at least the first 5 months of 2025. The gains were gaining. My body just needed simple rest as that, and I just wanted to take a break. There, I'll put this on here too. Um, there's like absolutely nothing wrong with taking a break from the gym or like taking time out of the gym. Everyone always is like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to quit the gym for the year. Like, no, you don't. It's not that dramatic. Literally just take time off, reset, refresh your mind. Honestly, most of the time when you take a break from the gym and then come back, you probably feel so much better because one, your body needed a refresh. Two, you're mentally probably just needing a refresh. Like I wanted to quit my gym at one point this year because I was just like, I'm tired of seeing the same people every single day, and like not that I felt like I wasn't progressing, but I suffer from body dysmorphia. So I just just didn't feel good, and on all honesty I just needed a break, and that was right around the time that I did start traveling and stuff like that, so it was like perfect for me. um Part of my regimen this year is that I did start coaching at Orange Theory, so I started taking classes there because it's free, so why not? So I did start doing that. So at one point I was strength training and then going to take Orange Theory classes, which is cardio and strength training combined, and that just kind of, it was like good for my body. I was able to get enough rest and stuff like that, but it's not something that you can stay in over a long period of time. So taking the proper rest after that, and just like even traveling just tires out your body. So taking the proper rest. I've been back home for about a week now, so like getting back into the routine of things and just getting everything back settled in has been great. So now it's time to get back into the routine of going to the gym and things like that. I used to think that like once you stopped going to the gym, or like I used to just get anxiety about not going to the gym. I used to think that I was gonna lose my gains, like they were just gonna diminish and like go away, and like I never stepped in the gym once ever in my life. And if you believe that, it's a lie. Your mind is playing tricks on you. This is like one of my new favorite things. It's canned olive oil. It's like cooking spray. I don't know. I don't know if it's healthier for you than oil. It says there's 0 calories and there's nothing like it's everything's zero on here. So I would assume so, but it comes out of a can. So how much can we trust that? I don't know. The plan is to get back into the gym at least 3 to 4 days a week. So I'm actually also going back to work, so I have to factor in all that stuff. And I just picked up another like part-time job at my location that I work at, so I have to kind of see what that entails. I don't think I'll really be doing anything until August, maybe even September, so that's kind of nice. But I just got to go through the training process, and like I have to take the certification test, so I like go through all that for the next like 2 months. So I have to now add study time to my routine. If my book ever gets here, well, if I ever order the book, I think I've been procrastinating on ordering the book, but we're just not going to talk about that. It's not my fault. Um, but anyway, so the plan is to get back into the gym 3 to 4 times a week. My goal is always five. So if I can get to five, probably in August, that would be my goal if I'm not getting it now. I am going to start incorporating some outdoor running. When I was on my trip, I did try to like move my body. So I did run a 5.5 mile run under an hour. Very proud of myself, patting myself on the back for that. But I want to try to incorporate that, especially because Orange Theory, the gym that I work at, or the studio that I work at for Orange Theory, it's actually closing down. Tomorrow is our last day, so I'm going to go back, take class tomorrow. But then I have to figure out what I'm doing out on my own. I still have access to the workouts and stuff, so I could easily do them on a treadmill if I wanted to. Like, that's kind of like not fun. Well, it is, but it's not. I run by myself with my headphones on, so I don't know. We'll see. But the plan is to at least get 1 and 2 cardio sessions in outside. Also, it's hot here. It's like 95 degrees. I was going to go run today, and I was like, absolutely not. But anyways, the goal is 3 to 4 strength training sessions a week, 1 to 2 cardio sessions a week, and then potentially throwing in some yoga in there as well. I went on vacation, and my yoga instructor went on vacation, so when I tried to go back, I couldn't. Well, not couldn't, but I just didn't want to take anyone else's classes. So when he gets back, hopefully I can put that on my schedule and be consistent with it at least until football season starts, because I work with a football team, so we travel on Saturdays, and I try to do my yoga on Saturdays as my recovery day. For everything else, my plan is to get back on to my meal prep. As you can see, we're already starting with that. I have already created the plan I want to follow for my um, workouts and stuff. And so it's just everything's pretty much done. I just have to kind of do it, I guess you could say. This is also one of my new favorite things that I found this year, is Goodles, the brand Goodles. Oh my goodness. It's like high protein mac and cheese. There's 16 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber with prebiotics, and I think it's all derivative of plants. I think. I know some of their pastas have like gluten free, they have vegan. I thought this one was one of the vegan ones, but it has cheddar cheese sauce on it. So I take that back now that I'm looking at this. But overall, the box has 320 calories, and there's about 2.5 servings per container, which is probably pretty much what I do. It's about a cup size per container. I love doing this with some ground turkey and kind of making it like a healthy hamburger helper, because some days I be craving hamburger helper, but I try not to eat beef. So this was like the next best thing when I found it. Alrighty, it is time for my favorite part of the day. I'm doing this so quickly. I don't even know what time I started, but I feel like I'm moving this pretty quickly. That's one thing that I love about my prep. Anyways, okay, so first meal is going to be my healthy hamburger helper. I'm gonna put that one in these noodles, a whole pack of noodles, which is like 320 calories, 16 grams of protein, with a whole pack of ground turkey, lean ground turkey. I think it was 93% lean and 7% fat. I can't remember what the macros on it were though. I don't count my macros like to a T, like I don't track them, but I do look at my packaging when I am buying things. So this is going to be meal number 1. I don't eat my food while I cook, because like then it just ruins it for me. So I hope that this is good. So the rest of my meals are pretty much the same. I just like to do different proteins with them. Obviously, as you can tell, the seal is like amazing. So when I'm traveling, I can start meal prepping instead of eating Chick-fil-A and Chipotle for 3 days in a row. My goal right now is I don't track my macros, but I do try to modify my foods. So my goal for the next couple of months is to be in like a lean bulk. Like I want to put on a little bit more muscle tone, but stay slim in the waist. Okay. So I'm gonna do about a half a cup of rice. So half a cup of rice into the bowls. Then we are going to take our salmon and cut it up. I'm not a pro, again, of cutting this. I also am not tracking my macros, so I try to eye 4 ounces. I think that's what they say is like typically has enough protein for your salmon. So I just do that. Maybe a little bit more. And then we put our salmon in there. There. And that's fine. All right. And then the veggie of choice of this week is some asparagus. Cool. And that is my first pan. So what I'll also put with this, I will slice up some cucumbers, throw some cucumbers in there, and then I make a chipotle sauce. I will throw some of that on there. I have some yum yum sauce this week that I'm going to do with the salmon or the shrimp ones. And then I also have a tzatziki sauce that I get from Sam's Club that is a fire on these as well. And I'll also throw some seaweed in here. So they're like little salmon bowls basically. Saw the idea on TikTok a couple months ago, started making it and fell in love. I'm gonna use this like about this sticky rice because I just like sticky rice. So I saw it in the store and I was like, let's try it. So because I ran out and I undercooked rice, I guess, for my salmon rolls, I'm gonna put half a cup of this in there. This was supposed to be just for the shrimp bowls. So I do, even though like they're all like kind of like the same thing, components, I do try to switch up a little bit of things. This is just honestly just what worked for me. So kind of like why switch it up, and I like it and it gives me variety throughout the week and I'm not just eating like the same boring thing. Yeah, so many seasonings to my like salmon and like all my proteins. I try not to add too much seasoning to my carbs. um some people are like, don't put seasonings on it at all. I'm not eating bland food, so sorry, can't do it. Will not, won't not. You see my skin tone. So this is meal number 2 and we have 5 of these. So I will probably eat out once or twice a week just because I get lazy, or I'll be at work late, or I travel, or I'll be out of town, something. I don't know. Just something will always come up, or someone will invite me out for happy hour and I'll just get food there or not come home and eat. So I don't really like try to cook like 2 meals per day. I don't really have any like set stone what I'm gonna eat every day. I just kind of walk in. I'm like, hey, this is cool. I also have a lot of food that's I didn't finish cooking. Like I have a whole pack of chicken in there, and then I have that whole bag of shrimp. I only use a couple of shrimp out of the bag, so that's all thawed out right now. So I will probably like kind of cook that. Like I have ravioli, and I want to make a pasta, so I'll probably do that for one night and just kind of like a fresh meal. And then to finish up, we're gonna use these two. The last two. This one, I'm gonna just eyeball that here. And I do have to say, like, these are pretty filling. Some people are like, oh, that doesn't look like a lot of food. I think it's just more because I, focus on the protein base than anything. More protein, right? Less carbs. Vegetables for this one are going to be my mushrooms. I think they're a little overcooked, though. I could have sauteed them, but I just was lazy. So we're going to throw some of those. I am going to save some. So this salmon that's on this baking dish is actually my dinner for tonight. It's just a little stuffed salmon. I'm going to eat some mushrooms and probably call it a night, honestly. This ends up getting me about through the week of what I need. Perhaps just kind of like, going with the flow, getting in a reset, getting to the swing of things. When there is going to be a point in time where you're going to fall out in your journey, your fitness journey, and you just have to remember that it's it's a journey for a reason. It's not just a straight finish and start and finish race. There's gonna be times where you might not feel motivated, and discipline has to overcome that. There's gonna be times where you just need a rest and you just need a break, and that is okay. Take that break, because if you feel as you need the break, you probably do. You probably do. As an athletic trainer, when we push ourselves, I just say, like, some days, we push ourselves too hard, and that can like lead to injury. So we always just want to kind of like not not have that, because you don't want to be out longer than you could have if you just take the rest day, rest week, rest weekend, rest month, rest 2 months. Just get back to it and just, find that discipline again, and you can do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for tuning in if you have made it this far. As always, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys next week.